Welcome to the complete collection of Dwyane Wade's great stories. Thank you to everyone who was super patient for this episode. This one took me a long time to edit and produce. 33 minutes for all of you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Subscribe if you are new to NBA content just like this one. Without further ado, welcome to the complete collection of Dwyane Wade's great stories.
You can't stop Dwyane Wade. There's no way you can do it. I don't care what you try to put in front of him. There's no way you can stop him. People try to write him off, but he's one of the best players of all time.
Probably the hardest guy I've ever had to guard in my career.
He emerged as probably one of the best two guards to ever play the game.
He was faster and quicker than what it seemed. Like you can watch somebody on TV and you're like, oh, okay. But when you get him in real time, like, wait a minute, hold on.
I was a victim of one of them. Trash and zero.
That was definitely one of my top zeros of all time.
For whatever reason, never goes into consideration of the MVP.
In every story, the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Dwyane Wade from Marquette University.
I'm not gonna do it all over again. I would love to go 5 months again to Miami. The place where I feel like Act 3 is when that hero becomes a legend.
Because this would actually stop my trash talking towards players. So, 04, they started the season off 3-0. We 2-0, you know? And they asked me a question like, how you gonna stop the Heat? So we haven't seen them yet. So I didn't nobody worry about the Heat, man. I said, listen, they can't shoot. We just gonna sit on the zone. Pop, we good. Right?
So I hear about what Gilbert say, you know. I'm not reading the papers, but someone tells me. And I go look.
So, you know, like, we got Brendan Haywood and Reed, and it was like, He's like, you said this? I said what? You said, Dwyane Wade couldn't shoot. I was like, nobody reads the paper.
Okay, so a mark on the calendar. Game 4.
Big circle.
Right? So, and then, like, my first 3 games, I'm already probably, like, I'm balling. I'm averaging probably 30 at this point starting the season.
I was like, nobody reads the paper. You don't think he read it, did he? He was like, I'll find out.
I'm in my hotel the day that we're playing Washington. And I've been using this quotes that he said to start this season. And I'm actually I'm so ready for this game. Like, I can't sleep. And my phone rings in my room. And I'm like, I never got a call in my room before. So I pick the phone up. It's Gil.
You're right, I didn't call.
Gil called. He say, you know, man, you know, the media.
You said the shit.
You know how they spin things, man. You know, that's not what I meant. So forth, so on, whatever was said. And I'm like, I hang up the phone, I'm like, nope, I'm about to throw me off my shit. He's not about to throw me off. I'm going at Gilbert today. That's what my whole mindset is. Gilbert, what about Gilbert? So, I've been waiting on something.
I just remember, because I'm looking 3-0. Oh, no, I got to confuse this. Yeah. Where that Wade at again. Look at that Wade. I just remember I did call.
I had no alias at the time. I wasn't like, nobody was checking for me yet.
And we are underway in Miami.
Barry Hughes goes out. Scores 16. I go to the beach. I think you read all of that. Do not put me on that man no more, brother. I done learned my lesson.
Shaq and Wade left open for the long jump, 100 points a game. Wade draws contact and scores. Still shooting well, 49%. Wade for Haslam. Williams the other way. For Wade.
He was faster, quicker than what he was. Like, you know, like you can watch somebody on TV and you're like, But when you get them in real time, like, wait a minute, hold on. Hey, hold on. Why am I guarding him? He's too strong. Like, y'all was making it seem like he was 205. That is not a 205 right there. I don't know what that is. That is not. This is not to say you don't have to put the big. Get back in here, Glary.
So once Larry Hughes got the game, they put Gibber in. I said, here we go.
Gave him 37.
I was close to the 220.
Yeah, I was like, Larry, I'm too skinny for this man. Because I remember there was one play. He's killing us going middle. Push the baseline. Like, all right. Push the baseline. Beat it. All right. Go baseline and spin out of that. So when people spin out of something, you didn't really know. So he went baseline. Spin. Boom! He can dunk off the spin too. What is this? He's dunking off spin. He's dunking off splits. Y'all can't guard this man to the basket. Y'all can't guard. Look, I'm fine with my man, but listen, I said some shit and he's making
from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Quote, Dwyane respects the fact that Shaq respects and embraces him. That's where Dwyane is so different. A lot of young players come into the league and have no respect for greatness or for great players who have done it. Their relationship has flourished because of both of them cooperating to be part of each other's games and to look out for one another. It's become a very dynamic duo.
So 3 championships, 3 finals MVP. You spoke to, if you ever got to the finals, you was going to dominate. You did that. Off to South Beach, what's that experience like with a young D. Wade?
So when I got to D. Wade, I was like, I know you heard all the stories. It's your team. So we ain't gonna have any problem. You the man, you the CEO, I'll be the consultant.
How did that happen?
You know Shaq. Everybody knows Shaq. It's easy to get along with. But the one thing that we did have, we sat down for hours and talked about everything happening in LA.
Why is it important to you to be so open about the issues you and Kobe had?
Because when you don't know a person, you have to go through what you feel, what you see. So, you don't know me. You just know that I got a problem with a guy who takes shots. He takes shots. I said, listen, it's hard right now.
Find you when you were so broken. Felt something was wrong.
He's a great player. I know him to do that.
It means a lot.
But imagine that as a young D-Wade, this motherfucker that is not on your team, but it's your team.
You know, whenever you mention my name in that kind of light, it just makes me feel, like I'm doing something right.
Cause crazy, I didn't even. It's not that I don't pay attention to guys. I just don't care. I got my own thing going on. I was the type of player that never paid attention to other players. So right before the playoffs started, Miami Heat was playing Charlotte. I didn't even know who he was. So while we're in the playoffs, I'm watching him go at Baron Davis. I'm like, who is this? I was like, damn, this kid's nice. And I just kept watching him. So when it came time for me to be traded, knowing that I couldn't do it by myself, I needed Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant type players. I went and said, okay, I'll let you trade me, but I'm going to play as D-Wade. Go back and forth.
Oh, they gave you that chance? They gave you that opportunity?
Yeah, so I want to go play with him. So as soon as we got there the first day, I said, look, man, you heard this, you heard that. Me and you ain't gonna have no problem. You the man. What went on with me the last guy, that can never happen with me and you. I'm gonna help you, you're gonna help me.
And he said it happened to us, but something that we will not have them doing absolutely.
And he just amazed as a great player. And then we had our first argument during the finals. Only time we had an altercation was when I had to check everybody during the finals that year. Because everybody
Going into the finals, you were already in the finals.
No, versus Dallas when we went down 0-2.
Yeah.
So I wasn't having a great finals, and everybody was looking for me, and I was like, why y'all looking for me? I don't know what was going on, but we were down 0-2, so I flipped it. What you gonna do, D-Wade? I got 3 people on me. Flash, what you gonna do? I got 4 people on me. What the hell y'all gonna do? So that was my way of getting, we just 3 games, bing, 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 bing.
When we took a timeout, Pat brought us all back. He said, I know you guys don't want to end your season like this. First thing came out of Dwyane's mouth was, I'm not going out like that.
Left baseline, and he got to the rim and able to score with a foul on that one. Dribbles to the free throw line, the jump shot, and got it. I think the rim. Wade has gone Miami to within 5.
He brought us back. He brought us back. Signal me in the league.
He's got it wide left beyond the stripe. Wade, left baseline, wide open. Two shots are good. And the Miami Heat right back in the NBA Finals.
I'm so proud of what I didn't show it. I do it every day.
Wade all the time.
Rose to level we have never seen him.
The Miami Heat have evened up this series.
We haven't found the right solution to deal with Wade yet.
It was as if whatever Miami needed, Wade would provide.
Miller Lite. Miami, of course, Wade coming off that spectacular 43-point center court. Officiating crew led by Steve Javi. Perry is the leading scorer for the Mavericks in these finals as Wade hits it and a foul. Wade with the jumper and a foul. Wade knocks it down. 4.5 minutes without a point. Again, another run. Wade. Allen on the drive. Blocked by Wade. Wade. Top shot. Backs it in. Wade. Backs it in. Stop. Wade spinning. Falling away. It's good. 9.1 remaining, and Dallas can tie it with a 3-pointer. Terry, 8 seconds.
I'm seeing him come down the court and I'm seeing him go up in motion to the shot. I'm like, he can't hit this shot. It's not scripted this way. And it's my moment.
Terry, high right side. Terry puts it up. Way to hold up. And the Miami Heat are champions of the basketball world.
Shot. Hey, go up there, go up to the front. I'm like, what? I guess I would.
Took our finals MVP from that point on, and just, he emerged as probably one of the best 2 guards ever played.
The funniest so we get smacked in the regular. And then we get
Second remaining. He took a chance by throwing it into the crowd.
We're watching the game, by the way. We're all together watching the game. As a team, getting ready. We're watching our next one. They like celebrate. They got t-shirts. They got the whole thing, right? And it was a big moment for them. So we get it. And then the crowd started going on for you guys.
we want the Heat. Yeah. Our fans are screaming, we want the Heat, right? So, we do have characters on our team that's realistic. And you got some like, we do not. We do not.
Like, I'm like, so we turned the TV off. They want us. They got us. Let's go make this quick.
They made it quick.
Here goes Wade. Wade against Hughes. Along with Washington on their 8th Poland. Dwyane Wade off the drive.
So we play them, go down there, smack.
Jameson goes out of bounds.
They keep saying keep them in front, and they don't. Deal with the way you have to try to get the area you want to go. Accurate. That's where you
Come home, smack. We're in game 4, right? Getting smacked. I'm on the sideline like, we just won 1. And I look up in the stands, right? It's big old sign. We're at home. Big old sign. You wanted the heat. Now you just got burned.
Yo, here go a key part to that story that you're not saying. Once he got to DC, no Shaq.
You don't know what kind of confidence you feel, coming from our best player, the most dominant player in the NBA, coming take over the game and go down to win and go game and take over. I mean, I try to do it, and I don't want to let it down.
And that's what he told us. Stop fooling around and take over the game. We want to win this game, and we want to win it with me on the sideline.
In Miami, we had Shaq. No Shaq in DC. So now, no Shaq, they at home. Neymar took it up a notch.
I think we was the only team that got swept that year. You know how bad you got to be to get swept in this second.
But it's just, first of all, though, Gil, it's just bad luck. You get the draw of Shaq, me early in my prime. You get LeBron a couple times in the playoff. Like, you just got a bad draw. Sometimes it's a matchup.
Hanging around that 4-5 area.
That's the wrong place to be.
Yeah, man. I gotta ask you this, because I've watched this matchup over the years, the dynamics of you and Kobe, going a little bit about the back and forth. I know y'all have a true friendship, but you know y'all have a very spicy and competitive. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Y'all on the court together.
We both compete, we both are competitive. Kobe's on the field, I'm competitive also. So we both compete.
Shaq, first game in Miami, people look at Dwyane Wade and sort of like keep their eyes on you, wondering how you look at Kobe, how you interact with him on the court while going against him, simply because Shaq's your boy, and you know their relationship wasn't ideal at the time. So how did you feel about Kobe at the time when Shaq first came to Miami and you had to go up against him?
The same way I do now. You respect the player, you respect his greatness, you respect it. You gotta be ready when you play Kobe. You gotta get your rest. You gotta come in and bring your A game.
Shaq warned you about that?
Shaq didn't have to.
Foul on Haslem, that's his third.
Well, ho-hum, just another spectacular move from Dwyane Wade, flipping it over the Laker defense with that left hand.
Obviously coming into the NBA, Iverson and Kobe was like, the two that I wanted to be on the court. So it went from like my rookie year, like excited to play against one of my idols, to my second year, we going at it. You getting a scuffle. And that's when Cole started to respect me, when he realized like I'm not backing down. And it's not that intentional, it's just who I am.
It's a little strange guarding him after you guys spent the last 2 summers together, playing alongside, winning gold together. No, not really strange. I think it's more fun, because we know each other. And, he's did a couple things tonight that he picked up from me this summer. And, I was able to pick up a couple things from him this summer as well. So it's fun.
I enjoyed it. I think we all enjoyed it. We all have a connection for the rest of our lives. I've never talked to Kobe the night before we played the Lakers in my previous 5 years, but last night we talked, numerous times. We have built that relationship as teammates, forever.
It's like brothers forever, because when we see each other, it's like a party that nobody else is invited to.
What would you describe the conversations you were having towards the end of the game? Good nature?
Oh yeah, good nature. Just fun, just fun stuff.
He walked right by you on the free throw.
Yeah. Well, he's telling me, come on, this one, make one interesting. I told him, this is where I make my money. That fall away, you're right in space. That one of your tricks. Yeah, no, you picked up a couple things. Defensively as well, you picked up a couple techniques that we kind of joked about a little bit. It's good.
One of the coolest moments for me in my career was I'm out of the playoffs, and Kobe's in the playoffs, and he called me. He said, they guarded me like this. I need to go pick him up and split me and shit.
We got to do a better job keeping him in front. He might be the best in the league at using screen roll. He doesn't
if he's not talked in terms of the MVP, then I think they're really not giving him a fair assessment of the MVP. I think no matter what you can say about his team, you take him away from his team, I'm pretty sure they would not be as successful. As you take away LeBron and you take away Kobe, I'm pretty sure those teams will still be competitive. Not to speak down on those teams, just in terms of how much you represent offensively and defensively team and leadership. So that, for whatever reason, never goes into consideration of the MVP. And I think that should have some real hardcore understanding that this kid each and every day, he's not playing for potential, and he does.
I think
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
That's easy. My first welcome to the league was LeBron, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh on that Miami Heat team. So it was the preseason game, but I still considered it as my welcome. You feel me? So we played in Kansas City.
Kansas City is the site for the Washington Wizards and Miami Heat in exhibition season, and the crowd gets to see, that man, Dwyane Wade. And in the first quarter, like 20 seconds into the game, there he goes.
D-Wade, I'm reading the scouting report. Scouting report says, stay down on front fake. First thing he do, spin, front fake, right into my ribs. And I said, okay, this is, we gotta lock in. We got a long way to go. So
different level right here.
They were stealing the ball, throwing lives left and right. I'm like, okay, this is real. So that was my welcome. It was my first time stepping on the floor was my welcome to the league and that Miami Heat team.
The Big Three era, amazing era for the Miami Heat. When I look at this photo, what I see something of legend. We didn't really talk about scoring titles and covers of magazines and all the things that we ended up doing. We just talked about winning the championship. It took some sacrifice to do that, but ultimately we achieved our goal. Playing basketball with those guys was amazing, but I think the relationship that we built away from the game was special. It changed everything for me, for LeBron, for Chris, for this organization. It put us in a different light. We were able to go to finals 4 years in a row. And it was hard, but I think we all learned something about ourselves.
That point of time, trying to
get at each other? Yeah. I'm not giving him any more attention.
nowadays, the similarities. But what you got to take into account is, the history between, you and Wade and coming into that.
You've gone against Rickon in playoff settings for years.
Wade and Rhino, they're still shouting with each other. Right now, what are either one of them thinking about?
What dirty plays that I've seen him play in the past. So it is.
Oh, he got his leg came out from underneath him as he knocked him down. And a technical foul has been hit as Rondo and Wade go chest to chest. Why even get involved in this stuff where you're giving away points and taking a chance of, that's one technical, getting a second.
They did a pretty job keeping under wraps of who they were trying to get. So actually, once I committed, I wanted to know who the guy they were trying to get. And I was excited that it was Wade. When you come up on a guy like Dwyane Wade, I don't think you can pass an opportunity. Yes, I've talked to him. I said we talked text.
When you talk to Dwyane,
no, we touch on it. We're older, we're wiser. We're moving forward. And like I said, to play with a guy like that, I know I'm proud of him person. It's always great to have a guy like that.
No, but how odd was that first time going against the
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, we had a back-to-back too, right? We come from Atlanta, get in Miami, I don't have a lot of time. And once I get off the bus, I'm kind of like, okay, it's a regular game. I get off the bus, and immediately I knew it wasn't a regular game.
For the fans of the Miami Heat, it has to be a strange sight to see Dwyane Wade in the uniform of the Chicago Bulls.
It was great. And I walked to the business locker room. I've never been in the business locker room, like, unless it was like a concert, but it looked way different, so you never really got a chance to experience it. And everything was just weird. Like, even that my shoes didn't fit right that day. Like, nothing felt good. And I go out there, and I'm seeing all these familiar faces that have been rooting for me, and they still rooting for me, but it's just weird because I'm on the opposite side of the court. I couldn't wait to get that game over with. I definitely wanted to get a win. I told my team, I said, listen, don't worry about feeding me the ball all game and trying to make this so Dwyane comes back and scores 30 plus. Like, let's just get a win and get out of here because this is one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had.
Me personally, I would have been very
How important he's been to the game throughout his career. No matter who you root for throughout the league, you respect greatness in terms of what he's been able to do throughout his entire career. So, tonight wasn't a loud night, but he had some pretty influential plays. Seems like he's got a lot more to say. So that's what I told him after the game. Are you sure? You got a lot of stuff going on off the court with your family and all that. You sure you have a couple more years left in there?
Inside the way down the middle.
How hard is Wade? How many times you get the floor, got right back up, but fight
Competing against him, can you try and put into words what he's meant to the game?
Man,
he's done so many great things. I mean, you just, I think everybody's so honored, to have played against him, and I obviously know him. I don't know him as well as the guy on the other end of the table, but I've had a lot of battles with him, and just talking with him, going against him, you know that when you step on the court against him, you have to bring the A+. And I've had many battles with him, and we talked the first preseason game, kind of reminiscing, and as we went on through the season to our last game, just remembering the good times. And I tell you what, he's one of the best two guards that ever played the game.
So you're there for his final home game, of course, in the Sixers uniform. Talk about how that atmosphere influenced you to want to sign with Miami.
The love that he got, well deserved at that. But the way that everybody came out to support him, knowing what he's done for the city, for the culture, for the organization, and I want a piece of that love too. Not saying that I can compare to Dwyane Wade, because I don't think anybody can. But I think what he's done for the city, I want to try and pick up where he left off.
Every moment in your career is going to come back fast into your mind. And for me, as a kid with a dream, I had a dream of playing the game of basketball. And now I can walk away and say, high school, jersey, college, jersey top, NBA, jersey top. You know what, kid? Get out.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, hit that notification button, and comment down below which play you'd like to see next. I'm out, and I'll catch